Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Porter over here trying to be sexy.
Okay, is that what you're doing?
Trying to be sexy. My boy Ant, up in the heezy today.
Yeah, man, I made a bet now. I need these Ravens to hold on, but man, they looking suspect.
Oh, since you brought up football.
Oh, dang.
Since you brought up football.
Dang, I set myself up.
Browns pulled one out today.
Okay.
Over OT victory.
Okay.
Against your guy. TB.
Yeah, I mean,
he ain't really where
that's my guy, but I don't like what he just pulled.
Yeah.
He gave up his family for the sport.
Yeah. I don't really understand it, but I'm not really all the way in it, so I don't know.
Oh no. I mean, I guess that would be actually like, I would say your wife asking you to retire. I don't know. No, I can't even say this. Your wife asking you to retire after you won your first belt, because my man got 6 rings.
Yeah, right.
And like, bro, bro, come on, my man.
I think probably whatever has been presented, and we won't stay on this long at all, but whatever's been presented to the public is what they want you to know.
Yeah.
There's definitely,
we know it's always more.
There's definitely something underneath the surface that, is more. But I mean, yeah, I'm sitting there with Pastor Randall the other day. He's talked about Tom Brady giving up his family for
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
Nah, we're here to talk about boxing
and Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was better than expected.
Okay, that's good. That's a blessing.
Better than expected.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
I like it.
My son comes home, and he's in school now, preschool, so he comes home talking about I want a big feast. Okay. We're gonna have a feast.
He want to eat big.
It was never Thanksgiving dinner. It was always a feast from like the beginning of November till the end of Thanksgiving. It was a feast.
And you guys wasn't prepared for the feast?
No. We got prepared for the feast, but I mean, it was just a principle that I think he set the bar high, calling it a feast opposed to just Thanksgiving dinner. So, I mean, we went and got a lot of food, and then it was like, all right, well, a feast for 4 is not. This is too much. So we ended up having family come over, and it was a good time. So,
oh man, yeah, we everyone ended up coming over to my house. Carson pulled up. Hey, shout out to Carson. The whole family, both sides of the family, friends. That Shane Mosley Jr. in the house. We had a good time. People, we had some hiccups. So one of the chefs that was making some food was running late, and I'll never use you again. It's not our lady, somebody else. I'll never use you again.
I figured it.
Yeah. You crossed me. You kind of made.
How is that crossing you?
Because the pickup time was 1. I showed up at 12:30. I was like, oh, I'm early. Then I get there, they say, oh, we running late. I ain't even get my food till 2. Then get back to my house till like 2:15, 2:20. Man, everybody was running late, so it worked out. But, I like to feed everybody. And my lady was worried they wouldn't have enough food. Come on, man. If there's one thing about me, I'm going to have enough food. Shout out to my sister. She took 10 to-go boxes.
Dang.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Woohoo!
That was my sister.
It sounded like she did what I wanted to do, which was give food to the homeless after Thanksgiving.
So she probably took some for her. At least 4 or 5 was from her. She probably gave some to somebody else. But yeah, that's what my sister did. But now we had a good time, man.
She lived with some people though, right?
No, my sister got her own house.
No, I'm saying like she got four trays in the refrigerator. She's gonna put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, she's probably gonna knock it out, take some to school. My sister's a school teacher, but
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we had my grandmother before she passed away. She had a tradition. She would say, for Thanksgiving, you have to go around. Everybody had to say what they think was for. So I started off, knocked it out. It touched my mom for me to continue that tradition. She didn't see it coming. Hey, man, that was a lot. It was about 20 people in the house. It was way emotional than I thought. By the time it started getting around, it started getting teary-eyed.
For that?
Come on, he wasn't crying.
No, but I'm saying, was he there for that?
Yeah, I didn't look at him. I didn't look at him.
You got to leave him out of stuff like that.
I know. But
this is what we doing. Show up at this time.
But yeah, no. So everybody got around. Everybody started saying what they were thankful for. People lost people this year. Yeah. People had people this year. So this year's been ups and downs, and I feel like in a lot of people's lives.
You had your boy this year, right?
Yep, had mine this year. Shane had his daughter a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
my boy Montreal. He's on the any day now, any moment. We had ups and downs. My man Hafey went through something this year. We all went through it, had our ups and downs this year. Yeah. Goods and the bad. So we're going to take it and next 2023, nothing but positivity. My man gonna be double hard up.
we gonna get into it, but 2023 boxing world is gonna be crazy. So.
Man, if it lives up to what it's supposed to live up to,
yeah, it's gonna be a crazy year for boxing.
One of my boys standing on is gonna get up in there and mess up the whole game.
You think so?
Hey, gonna stop Earl.
Ooh.
I'm just playing, all right? Because I know y'all gonna go crazy.
Why would you even do that?
I know. I set myself up. They gonna clip it.
He gonna stop.
Oh man!
Now I done said it. Now
Nah, but it's set up to be fun time. I think it started off with Charlo. I mean,
yeah.
Well, we got Charlo. We got Tanks fighting in January also, or is that February? January. We got. I mean, really, my man Crawford starts it off in 2 weeks. Put a little sauce on it to start.
2020.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so let's stick with 2023 and finish this up.
Okay, but I'm hyped about 2020.
So real quick,
Spence Crawford, May 2023. I keep saying that.
But we know.
I'm speaking into existence. Why'd you? I'm speaking into existence. I'm not gonna let it go. If nothing's official, I haven't got nothing. That is coming from corporate Anthony.
Have you seen that I keep saying that it's gonna happen at 154 pounds?
No, I don't care.
It happens
in 2020, May 2023
at 154.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo? I think that's kind of disrespectful.
That's kind of late. Or you want to do it on that?
No, I don't know. I don't feel like Canelo's fight. Oh, he might fight Bevo.
Yeah.
Dang it. I might mess up my whole 2023. Yeah. All right, go ahead, man. Let's get into it.
Friday, try to get you to come to Skyzone.
Yes.
You wasn't having it.
I had to go to work.
I brought a video for you real quick. I just wanted to see what I could have done with your son, because he's big enough to do this.
Yeah, whose son is that?
That's
Wait.
No. That's Shawn King's son.
Okay.
That's Shawn Jr.
Okay.
SHAUN, y'all.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah. Actually,
that is not my son.
I wouldn't care about you doing
it.
it.
But I'm throwing kids, basically, is what I'm saying to you.
No, I don't care about you doing it myself. My son thinks that is hilarious at the age of 10 months. He's 32, 33 inches. His mom does not.
Pounds, right?
No.
Is he rearing?
He's 35 pounds.
It looked like he looked.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. That's what everybody keeps saying.
All right, so I'm saying this right now. This time next year, we are going to post a picture of our 3 sons. Your son will be bigger than my second born.
You might.
And this is Diggy going in now. Oh, wait. I did slow motion. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fun times.
All right, here it comes. You see the flex on the muscles?
Yeah. Nope, I don't.
No, wait for the flex.
Did you put Hafey in there? You threw Hafey in there like that too?
No, Hafey didn't show up.
Oh, you didn't show up?
Okay, there go the flex. and then there go Diggy.
Oh man! Oh, you about to throw another kid? Oh my God!
No, I went over him.
Okay. You knew what you was doing?
Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
Oh, you're an athlete. You sound like an athlete. Okay,
I knew that.
Okay, you sound like an athlete.
It was a good time. Listen, this time next year, we're gonna put a post of our 3 sons together.
Okay,
and your son will be bigger than my second born, who is 2 years older than your son, and he'll be almost as big as my 4-year-old. Which obviously I'll do the math. My 4-year-old will be 5 then, and then 3.
One thing I'm noticing, I'm gonna have to put hands on him early.
Yeah,
because he be doing stuff to his mom already. You're not even a year old. She's like, I can't get him off. I'm like, no. What do you mean?
I can't get him off.
I'm like, if he grips you, that's all she wrote.
Yeah,
he country strong. It's in the genes.
Okay,
he gonna be strong,
and he handsome too. I can't.
He getting it.
Have you seen it? Like I hold him and I
be
like,
I'm about to put my hands on him early though. He gonna try me.
So then Friday night, I went over to the Millennium tour.
Oh yeah,
I'm good friends with Lloyd.
Shout out to Lloyd.
And he invited me out. Shout out to him, and he had me in the back with those guys before they all went out. So bounced around a little bit in the back room. I saw Bow Wow. He told me to tell you what's up. Shad. Gotta say it right.
Me what's up?
He said he's a big fan of the podcast.
Okay, I met him once. He probably don't remember this. I mean, I can speak on this. You know, my lady don't care. I used to date.
That's a little scrappy right there.
I used to date his former bodyguard's niece.
Okay.
And I actually met Bow Wow at a house. He probably wouldn't remember this moment. We was in the same house.
You can show the rest of them. Yeah.
Look at you back there acting like a damn groupie.
I got the one with the.
No. That was the same person. It's all 3 same people.
So shout out to Deck. All right, shout out to Deck.
Oh, that's Deck taking them pictures.
Deck was there, and Deck was in the back, and that's how I got those shots. So
I thought somebody was waving at us.
And not that I'm too big to take pictures with nobody. I don't really like taking my phone out to take pictures. That's not really my thing.
Enjoy the moment.
Definitely, always enjoy the moment. And Lloyd, always cool cat. And that obviously gonna have to figure out a way to get him out here to do the podcast as well. So Shad said he coming on as well.
Are he coming on?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shad.
Our this podcast touching some people, man.
Yeah.
It's touching some people.
Yeah. Shout out to people in my DMs, always hit me up, and
y'all know
how you doing?
Y'all know I'm gonna do the motivational message at the end. I want y'all to definitely stay tuned for that because I got something for y'all. But let's jump into the week of the weekend.
Quick question. Word on the street is people are starting to get their boxing gloves.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, I want to just get y'all. Yeah, good. I'm getting DMs saying some person said my cousin got his, but I ain't get mine.
Yeah,
and then they checked the mail and they had it.
Somebody on the Army base, it's coming, sir. Or ma'am,
what?
It's coming.
Oh,
I couldn't figure that one out. We was there trying to send it, couldn't figure it out, and but now it's on its way. So everybody who has subscribed to the Patreon, please continue to do that.
You're getting gloves signed by the whole team.
Yeah.
Also, would you get a picture of Sean Porter?
And the picture of Sean Porter. You saw the picture?
They sent me everything.
Oh, they sent
me everything.
Yeah.
When you slip that in there? Who slipped that in there?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
my man.
So it doesn't say
she has a beautiful baby.
It doesn't. She can hear it too.
I know what she does.
Yeah.
Okay.
She alright. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Anyways.
So continue to subscribe to the Patreon, and that's coming really, really soon. Some more shows and things like that are coming to that soon. Also, real quick, let's do the rival boxing. I just found this out. They have a store in Canada, where Rival is originally from. They have a store here in Vegas. They have a store in Florida, I believe, and they have a couple of stores in Australia as well, I believe. So what you can do, no matter what country you in, no matter what state you in, you click on your country and you'll be able to order like that. So you find your country, order like that, and then put in our promo code TPWP15. You get 15% off. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, you're here rolling, man.
I'm trying.
Hey, Sean, when the next time we going PorterWay Podcast remote? What's it looking like?
I think it's gonna be the Charlo fight.
Charlo here in Vegas.
Yeah,
barbershop,
which is here in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm lightweight, contemplating doing some things for because I'm super excited about Michelle Rivera and Frank Martin. I'm super excited about that fight.
Believe it or not, I won't be at that fight.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's playing football that day.
Your son playing already?
No, for a national title. So I got.
Your son or
no? I gotta go.
You say I gotta pull up for that.
I gotta.
Whatever. Nobody cares you're there.
Hey,
but
man.
The crazy thing is everybody cares that you're there. That's the crazy
Why
thing.
do you get so mad?
Cause
you don't get it?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't get it.
All right, cool. I've been in Vegas a while, okay?
But you didn't go to that school.
But it don't matter. It's all about show love. I didn't box either, but people were like, hey, man, did you box? I'm like, no, I didn't box.
Shout out to Bishop Gorman. They had a really hard, was that the first game, right, of the season?
Second game
of the season.
Instant classic.
But ever since then, they've been on a roll in national championship time now, huh?
Yeah, the game they're going to play against the fourth-ranked team, they're ranked 2 or 3 in some polls, so it's going to be tricky, but they got to handle this, and we'll go from there. It'll be on ESPN.
How come I ain't get an invite?
You always invited. You're right. You. I'm like you. You like me in high school football. You go wherever I go. I can take you backstage.
Let's get into the boxing, man.
Cool.
Let's get into the boxing. What did you watch?
504. Okay.
Okay. All right.
You don't know what that means, huh? You don't even know what that means.
Come on
you
now.
You don't know what that means.
Come on now.
Okay.
Come on now. You know I'm familiar.
Come on. Stand up, Louisiana. The boot.
I'm
boot, baby.
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with the Vargas brothers.
No. Start with DAZN.
Oh, I forgot we watched that.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with you about it, and I watched it.
Let's start with DAZN.
Okay. Jermaine Ortiz.
No
man got robbed.
But let's get DAZN out the way.
Okay.
And I watched the whole card for y'all. I watched the whole card for y'all, but there was a couple of fights that I made note of that I wanted to make sure that everybody else was aware of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna skip a lot of it. I'm gonna skip down to Pat McCormack, 2016 gold medalist at the Olympic Games, comes back for the 2020, came up just a little bit short, silver medalist, has turned pro, really solid dude, English fighter, solid all the way, speed, quickness, power, agility, can move around the ring, good defense. Very, very comfortable in the ring. Tons of amateur experience. Fight went the distance. He had a guy that was moving and grooving the entire fight, and just one of those, as you would call him, a survivor, that just somebody that know how to make you miss everything you throw and survive the fight. It wasn't an ugly fight by no means. Pat is also very patient, which I think helps in this position of fighting a guy that defensive and that just awkward and not on his level. Those guys you would expect to get them out, but when that doesn't happen, you see that not coming. Someone who's got the patience to just make it through the fight, look good doing it. A lot of times you get impatient because you expect to get somebody out of there and you just don't look good, So this was definitely a fight that I think was meant for Pat to knock the guy out, but also meant for Pat to go a couple of rounds with this guy. He ends up going the distance, but the other side of that as well is this was a guy who was meant to challenge Pat, in a lot of ways make Pat look ugly. And he did not give that guy the opportunity. The thing I found funny was at the end of the fight, the guy knew that he had survived, and so he starts to showboat, and which the crowd obviously didn't like. But then Pat gave it right back to him. So you again right there, you just see that he's got some personality, he's got charisma, all that. Y'all keep watching Pat. He's now 3-0 with 2 KOs, and be on the lookout for him at 147 pounds. He's gonna be a wreck. He's gonna be a wreck when he gets up there.
Early in the career, tough fight. 16, the guy's 16, 5-2.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
look at what Top Rank's been doing lately too. As I've been seeing a lot of guys.
The OG wants to get a picture.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know you.
Get a picture.
Okay, bye.
Do he understand that they can hear him?
Yeah, that's fine. They can't come in here though. That's the thing. The door's locked.
They can. Hold on.
I don't think that's on the show. Is that now on the show? That's not on the show, is it?
Oh,
it
my
is.
God.
All right, that's on the show.
Right, cool.
Let's keep pushing buttons.
But they can't wait out there for you, Sean. We don't have no secret back entrance. Yeah. Exit.
I mean, I know you got to read the room. I know what I can do, what I can't do. Cool. Right, and then let's get to I told y'all about this kid, Fabio Wardley. Had a big knockout against Nathan Gorman, won that vacant British heavyweight world title. So it's a big deal over there. That title is a big deal for the British community and for those fighters. They want to win that British title. So congratulations to Wardley winning that title. Big knockdown. I think it was the second round, and then in the third round, he put the Gorman kid down twice, and then they threw in the towel. Go back and watch that fight if y'all missed it. I like him, and I really think that the heavyweight division is about to be, it's about to be vintage. Yeah, let's do that clip real quick. It's about to be vintage. You're about to have a lot of really good, experienced, young heavyweights, big guys who can punch, big guys like this right here that don't mind punching, that aren't afraid to let it all out no matter what round it is. You see the push right there. This kid is mean. He knows what he wants to do.
Fighting through the blood.
And I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told you about him in his last fight. I said, man, there's something about this kid. Be on the lookout. I think he is definitely on the rear side of the other guys that are very close to breaking that top. Frank Sanchez, the kid from Toledo, whose name I always forget.
Baby.
Big Baby. Yeah, I think he's calling him the real Big Baby, but I don't think it's real. Jared Anderson. There's a couple other guys out there as well, but I think he's on the rear half of those guys, but definitely making his way as well. And I like him. I like the way he fights. He's got a nice tempo, a nice pace. And that guy out there, Nathan Gorman, was really challenging him until he knocked him out. So really good match right there. And then the main event, of course, Jermaine Franklin and Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Hey, Jermaine Franklin impressed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dillian Whyte coming off the knockout loss in April to Tyson Fury.
I'm saying it on the show because I want to make sure that I hold myself accountable. I want to make sure that when we preview fights, we preview them to the fullest. Because I was sitting there watching the fight and I felt like there was so many things that I knew that I didn't say in the preview that I could have said in the preview for the fight. about Jermaine Franklin.
Okay.
Because
you seen him before?
I almost commentated his fight.
Okay.
He ended up not making it to the fight that he was supposed to have, and so I had studied up on him and all that kind of stuff. So I knew he was gonna go out there and give a great account of himself. You feel like he got robbed?
I mean,
or is that just what you wanted to say off camera?
I mean, he's the American. I'm rolling with the American, but I definitely feel like he could have snuck out the victory. I think we had one judge with a draw, the other two in favor of Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
They kept, the commentators kept bringing up Dillian Whyte versus Anthony Joshua. I'm like, Dillian Whyte is not showing me a performance that gets him an Anthony Joshua fight. Like, no, not here for it. I mean, I see what you guys trying to do, trying to build it up, but yeah, Dillian Whyte did what Dillian Whyte does. He was fighting in spurts. New trainer, Buddy McGirt. New trainer. Still, I mean, mostly the same Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
When he's trying to get you out there, he throwing. What the hell is this?
It comes like down.
Yeah, it like turns.
It comes down. Yeah.
What's that called?
That's throwing the hammer down. Yeah.
Dillian Whyte?
Throwing the hammer down.
Okay, all right.
It's overhand right, but the way he turns it at the end is like who do we see doing that? We saw the kid that fought The kid that fought Madonna. Yeah.
That's the only person I can think kind of threw something like
the M, I just like, Madonna. Yeah. We saw him throwing that same kind of overhand right against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, so James Franklin, definitely impressed me. I like seeing him in there with some guys.
Yeah. You said the wrong name, Jermaine Franklin. You said you want to see him. You want to see him.
Yeah, I want to see him in there. Come back to the States, man. Get you in there get you a fight. I love to see him up in there. I keep throwing this guy's name out there.
I don't know what situation.
I got a situation.
No. What the hell that means?
I got to fight for him.
Oh, you got to fight for him?
Yeah. Come back fight.
I
think he came off a loss. Chris Arreola.
Damn.
I'll put him up. Look, it's a good fight, though.
Damn.
It's a good fight, though.
I don't know what his situation is.
I don't care. Come on with the people you see.
Not that it's supposed to matter, but why haven't you heard of him?
Yeah, and he was undefeated.
Took him going to England for you to see
being
him.
Undefeated.
I mean? Yeah.
21-0 at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. Being in the States, a heavyweight to be undefeated.
Shout out to Big Shot, Stephen. I just had his name too. Stephen Hall. Okay. He I think that's his last name. He fought on the undercard last night on the Regis Prograis undercard.
Okay.
And I know I got the wrong name too. Let me find his name real quick. But that was the fight that was supposed to be made here in the States on NBC.
Oh, okay.
And it was they're both undefeated, or at that point in time, obviously we're undefeated, and so that was supposed to be a really good fight. Mm-hmm. But it didn't happen. Stephen Shaw, I said Hall. Stephen Shaw, excuse me. Thank you. Stephen Shaw, shout out to him. He fought last night. He won. So yeah, that's how I knew about Jermaine Franklin. I think he's a good boxer. I think that he's tough. I think that most of the heavyweights need to build their endurance so that they can have higher punch output. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to be 100 punches around, but definitely I think that it's definitely worth expecting these heavyweight fighters to throw 50 punches around, And you could see that there were moments where Franklin threw, but then he takes these long layoffs after he throws, and it's because doesn't have the conditioning to do it and continue to do it. I think that when you go overseas and you're fighting somebody like Dillian Whyte, you have to put pressure on him. You have to keep him on his back foot, and you can't make it look like you're getting.
You got to clearly win.
You got to clearly win. You got to separate yourself, and that's what I didn't see in that fight. Neither guy really separated themselves. I got to the point where I text you. I just was like, I'm pretty much done with this, man. I've seen the same round for 7 rounds. I'm getting tired of this. So
at this point, what we do with Dillian Whyte? Throw him in there with Joshua. Get Joshua a victory. Get him going again.
And it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you see this. Most Americans don't leave the States. The thing is, we don't have to. Everybody else wants to come here. There's nothing wrong with staying in England and fighting English fighters and being great over there. And I think that until Dillian Whyte decides to retire, that's pretty much the only thing he can do. He can stay in England. You can fight the guys that are out there, and you can look good and enjoy the fans that you have out there. because and no disrespect to him, but I don't think he has anything to offer the heavyweight division. We just saw what happened with Tyson Fury, and we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of his career. And I think that, I don't think there's anybody over here that he can get with.
Yeah, I don't think he can touch the big dogs.
Can't touch
Joshua.
The big dogs. Can't.
Wilder.
Can't.
Fury.
Can't.
Yeah, it's all three. You'll get another KO.
Yeah. Can't.
Because I remember at one time they were really pushing for this Dillian Whyte Wilder because he was the number one contender and this and that. But I think we never got the fight, and I'm not mad at it. So
no, I'm not mad at it at all. Not mad at all.
What we're gonna go through next?
Let's move on over there. What was this last night? I know it was MarvNation.
MarvNation. I thought MarvNation was the new Golden Boy, but then I see Richard.
Oh, is that what you said?
This is the new Golden Boy? I thought it was the new Golden, because the logo kind of resembled Golden Boy. I seen some people that was at Golden Boy working over there. So I'm like, is this Golden Boy?
No.
Okay, our guy that does interviews for Golden Boy, he was doing interviews for him.
Ooh.
The one that was in the ring.
That guy. Yeah.
So, but I didn't see it. Then I see the man with the money pop up. Richard Schaefer. I said, okay, this is something new.
So Richard is one of the few guys in boxing, like myself, that works with everybody.
Richard got a lot of money, huh?
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about him working with everybody. You think
he'll let him borrow some money?
He's working with everybody. Okay?
All right. Richard used to be working with PBC, wasn't he, at one time?
He worked with everybody. Okay. He's still working with PBC. This is the only guy in boxing.
So what is this company?
MarvNation?
Yeah.
MarvNation is MarvNation Promotions.
Okay. You're going to give me some BS. Huh?
No. Here I'm saying MarvNation Promotions.
Who's the owner of MarvNation? That's what I need to know.
I'm Marvin Rodriguez. I saw him in the ring last night. He's not afraid to show himself. Shout out to Marv. You put on a great show last night too. I thought it was action packed. It was entertaining, beginning to end. But what you need to know about MarvNation, you said you felt like that was the new Golden Boy.
Yeah.
They're LA based. They're Cali based, LA based. I really wouldn't say they're the new De La Hoya. They're the new Golden Boy.
They're cousins.
This is the cousin promotion.
It just looks so much similar to me.
Hey, listen, if you came into something new, wouldn't you? If you just popped up on the podcast, you want to work with somebody that's done podcasts before, right?
No.
That's what I did.
No.
That's what I did.
I see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So the transition is easier.
Well, not the transition is easier, but if you've seen things work, you've seen the way things have operated. If you can get people that were involved with that operation, then get them to come over here and do some things for you, you know it's going to be a success because you've seen them be successful. So, I mean, if anything, that's a good move by Marvin to get people who have already been involved with boxing to help him and assist him and make sure that his promotion does well. I thought he did really good last night.
Yeah, it was. I
almost didn't. I hated pushing the buy button.
Oh, you bought it?
I bought it.
I ain't buy it.
You didn't buy it?
No, I was able to watch it though.
Well, how you? Because I almost called you.
Oh, so you go to Facebook, click on videos, then you do another filter that clicks live.
Y'all better buy
and
them.
then you keep clicking.
Y'all better buy them pay-per-views, man.
Hey, man, I'll just tell you how you can watch a free pay-per-view. Hey, once the stream will go off every once in a while, but you got Harper get back and click another one.
Shout out to Fernando Vargas, another big knockout.
Yep.
Second round knockout, I think this was. And the interesting thing about this fight was the first knockdown was I think it was a short hook. I think it was that dropped the guy he was in the ring with, right? Mm-hmm. The second knockdown was the one that really got me. So these brothers, all three brothers, they like to get their wins and they like to get up on the ropes.
Yeah.
So the fight that I commentated, Triller, they all like jumped on the ropes and missed the rope and all that kind of stuff.
Big moment. You never jumped on ropes?
Big moment. No, never jumped on the ropes.
Okay.
Big moment. And nothing against you. But the funny thing about this big moment was he drops dude. And I couldn't tell if he picked back or what, but it looked like he dropped dude and then just went for the ropes. Like he didn't wait for the fight to get waved off.
Maybe if he landed that punch, he ain't getting up.
He didn't wait for the
Fernando's
count.
like, he ain't getting up.
My man was on the ropes. Hey, and clean got it on it too. Clean. So he's making his way.
And shout out to Armando. He got the win, the decision. He dropped his guy, and when he dropped this guy in the ropes, He kept throwing them. They like, hey man, get off. The ref was like, hey. You know, they like to finish people.
Yeah.
They got their
like
daddy in them.
Yeah.
They got their daddy in them.
And they're trying to prove it. And I think that's where all that energy come from. They're steadily trying to prove that they are their own. They're great within themselves and not great just because of dad. But they're all doing a great job, and I'm happy to see them all be successful like in the last 2 to 3 weeks now.
Yeah, and shout out to what Fernando's doing. He's killing it right now. Check out Hafey.
Did you watch?
Check out Hafey.
Did you watch Charles Conwell's fight?
No, I didn't watch Charles Conwell.
Cleveland fighter.
Okay.
So I had to tune in and support and all that good stuff. I struggle watching this fight.
Mm-hmm.
When you want a lot, and you know how it is. When you want a lot for somebody and you're not seeing what you expect to see, or they're getting hit, or whatever the case may be, it's
he took a cut early, Sean.
He got a cut early, and I was so frustrated because he's so much better than I think he showed himself to be.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very strong and very, very powerful. I've been in the ring with him before. We sparred way, way back in the day. He's a really strong kid. I think that he believes so much in his power, and he's very, very sturdy, that he takes a lot of shots on the arms, something you guys have seen me talk about, and I'm against, of course, but I've always said, if you're good at something, go ahead and do what you do. He can take it. He can wear it. A lot of people can't. He remains strong within it, and then he returns. The counter game is good. The counter game, and he's strong. I mean, like, he's throwing back with power.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if you don't get that guy out with that power, then what do you do? Mm-hmm. He needed the jab last night. I thought the jab, if he's using the jab, fast jab from the outside, which he can do, then he doesn't get the cut. The cut happened because he's trying to get up on the guy and get close to the guy, and then they clash heads. And I'm like, yo, you're putting yourself in positions that you really don't need to be in. You can outbox this guy, set up the power, then use the power to knock him out. And I was really frustrated last night because I felt like he should have been stepping around. He should have been using his feet more. And I felt like there was so much more he could have done. He's smiling at the crowd. He's smiling at the commentators. Okay, you're comfortable. I get all that. But do what you need to do to win the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't show everybody else that it's all good. I'm going to get him. Cool, but like, do it in a better strategical way,
mm-hmm.
and do it in a way that will keep you safe. You know what I mean? So I was frustrated last night. And the boys was jumping all over me, so that made it even like
hard to watch.
Even like the struggle was even because once he got cut on the left eye, was like he got cut in the
first round.
It's like, all right, what are they going to stop the fight now? And then it was after the 4 rounds, he gets cut again, and it's like, if they stop this fight now, I wasn't sure that he had won the first 3 or the 4 rounds. So it was like, all right, if they stop this fight now, what happens? What you can't afford is a no contest. What you can't afford is a draw. And now you got to rematch this guy, or now you got to go back to the drawing board. You've already been out of the ring for a substantial amount of time. You're 2016 Olympian.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really knows about you at this point. You're kind of falling behind in the game. It's like, yo, do whatever you need to do to catch up. And what you can't afford is a setback, like 2 cuts, because now you got to take off from training, and the list goes on. So now we're looking at probably another 6 months before he gets back in the ring.
But at least he got the victory.
Definitely.
At least he got the victory, majority decision.
And very, very strong dude.
Yeah.
He hit the guy with a body shot, and the dude literally went, and grabbed for it.
Oh, really?
Grabbed for it, and then brought his hands back up.
Why grabbed for it.
I mean, we seen what Keith done. It was like a little bit of Keith, but he showed everybody exactly where the punch
target
landed. Yeah. So I mean, great fighter, but I want to see him be great.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that he's limiting himself. As I say, I wrote this down. He's got like this really old school style. The old school, they didn't move much. The old school was just kind of, you throw yours and I'm gonna throw mine, and may the best man win. He's much, much better than that. And what we can't afford, you're a Cleveland guy. Like I need you to show everybody that, this is what you've been missing. And again, when you've been out for so long, you haven't been on TV and things like that, what you can't afford is to come on TV and show struggles that really you're struggling because it's just things that you aren't doing,
And at 25 years old, Sean, he has more than enough time.
Sure.
You reestablish yourself at the end of your career that it was like 2 different people.
Yeah.
You think late Shawn Porter beat up early Shawn Porter?
We had this conversation before.
I feel like we did.
Do late Shawn? Would you call me late?
Late Shawn Porter. Because I think that's where you cemented yourself.
I don't know, man.
Let me see who you fought. Julio Diaz, Shawn Porter.
Yeah.
Can that Shawn Porter mess with?
Yeah.
Can he mess with Paulie Shawn Porter? I mean, actually, that was too close. Can he mess with a Formella Shawn Porter?
Yeah.
He can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There'll definitely be headbutts in that fight.
Oh, stop.
Move forward. It can stop on cuts.
Move forward. You watch, did you watch Jalolov?
What?
Curtis Harper?
Well, that wasn't the main event.
No, it was not the main event. He's like, man,
How you gonna go back?
All right, here. Let me do this one.
That's the co-main. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did you watch the co-main event?
No, I did not.
Jalolov against Curtis Harper. You remember who Curtis Harper is? Curtis Harper's the guy. I think this was during the pandemic. He got up on the apron. I think he actually got in the ring. The bell rang, and then he got out of the ring.
That was below that.
He got out of the ring. And
that dude. Why they letting him back in boxing?
Why they letting him back in boxing? Why?
Why, bro? Like, come on, man. Then he got fined. I know he didn't get his check. But I thought it was we blackballed you.
I thought he was blackballed. So
okay,
you back in the ring. Okay, cool. Do something with it. Guess what he did, Ant?
Went up there and got knocked out.
My man headbutted Jalolov. Straight up, just feet up off the ground. Hey, like dipped a little bit and came back up.
Like dude did Floyd?
Yeah. Like Victor Ortiz did Floyd. Yeah.
Nah, he didn't do that.
He did that, yo. Shout out to Tom. Tom's the referee. Tom, I would have stopped the fight. He's a head case. And
that's crazy.
And you gotta know these things. So we give you a second chance. Yeah, let's wipe the slate clean. Yeah. We don't need to talk about what happened. What happened back then. It was your prerogative. The list goes on. But then when you do something like this, it was like the second round. No need to there's no frustration. There's no you getting beat up and you protecting yourself or doing whatever you got to do to get some time to get him off of you. I just need the ref to get in here. And it was none of that. It was almost in the middle of the ring. And he just headbutted through.
Fight continues. He get a strong warning.
He got points taken.
Okay.
And again, shout out for Tom. I think Tom did what he felt like he needed to do, which was taking points. I would have just waited the fight off. Because I think that now you've shown who you are. Mm-hmm. You showed who you were. Now you're showing who you are. You know what I mean? So I immediately got frustrated right there. But then obviously the fight continues. Jalolov is God. He lost in the 2016 Olympic Games. Silver medalist. Mm-hmm. I don't know who beat him in the 2016 Games. He came back and shout out to our American fighter who just fought him in the championships. Gave a great account of himself and came up short. But this dude is just too big. He's too strong. He's got a lot of experience. Uses the range and the distance well. I mean, he's gonna be trouble when he gets more professional experience.
Possibly. I'm not 100% sure. Joe Joyce possibly beat him. Not 100% sure.
Why are you matchmaking already?
No. I think that's who beat him in the Olympic Games.
Oh, in the games.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
I'm not 100% sure, but that would make sense.
That's great get back too.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure though.
Yeah. I know he lost in the
where he lost to Joe Joyce
in the quarters.
Yep.
Wow, I'm gonna bite my tongue here. I got a lot to say.
You was about to say, now why you putting him in there with Joe? Here, this to Joe. Joe's like, I already got one on him, baby. I already got one on him.
I ain't mad at you, Joe.
And he just seen you the other day. He should have slept you.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't have. Hey, so Carson went to the gym with me.
Oh, he went?
Yeah. And Carson, the whole time you ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say
Why
nothing.
You always gotta, because if it goes there, what Carson gonna do?
So it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But we shook hands before we dapped and all that kind of stuff. We walking out the door. I said, yeah, I said it. I just said it in my head. I didn't say it to him. Yeah.
Ain't no point. No point. Just let it go.
Yeah. But no. Real quick, I watched Joe train this week. It was Tuesday I watched him train. No. Excuse me. It was Monday I watched him train. He looked really good. And he's working with Silas. Silas is getting those fundamentals together. Silas is making sure that he's punching and stepping when he's punching.
He was already great at fundamentals.
All the basics. He's he's polishing it all. You know what I mean? So I think moving forward, I think that Joe is probably with the best guy he could be with moving forward.
Joe just gonna make some noise. Who could Joe Joyce get? Them top guys. Wilder?
Yes. Should be on the horizon.
Who's Joe Joyce with?
I wish I knew. I don't know.
I don't know who Joe Joyce is with.
He's got to be with, he's got to be with Matchroom, but I'm not positive.
Okay, so maybe we'll get a Anthony Joshua down the road.
But anyways,
the guy that Joe Joyce beat in the 2016 Olympics.
Yeah,
let's get back to him.
Had Curtis Harper looking like Anthony Bernal up in there.
Oh no. One thing about me, I got pride, baby. I'm gonna go out swinging. I ain't gonna headbutt you. That's just dirty.
What you one of the dirtiest dudes I know.
Yeah, I am, but I mean, come on, I ain't gonna headbutt you. That's just like, yeah, come on.
Hey, he talking about biting people on the legs.
Yeah,
in a football game.
No, I didn't say I bite. I said I will grab whatever I gotta grab. I'll squeeze whatever I gotta squeeze, and I'll rip your eye socket out if I have to get the ball. That was football, okay? I'm a changed man. I'm a father now.
Oh, okay.
I got a dog.
I'm a You always had a dog.
Whatever.
As long as I know
that sounds better. All right, whatever, man. So yeah. All right. So Curtis Harper never boxes again in the sport of boxing.
I mean, yeah.
We give you a second chance.
Fight got stopped.
Third, fourth round, he got dropped.
And he looked like he had the audacity to try to argue with the ref on the stop.
Oh God.
Yeah. So let me stop. I'm gonna stop pinning this dude up in the corner like this. Let's move on to the main event.
Okay. Main event.
What you think?
Louisiana on?
What you think?
Hey, my man worked behind the jab all night.
What you think?
It was kind of, I was like, why you leaning down? You looking like me on the thing. But I kind of like that little weird style. He got herky jerky.
It's different, right?
It's Louisiana, baby. It's that the Louisiana style. I just named it.
That's Louisiana?
Yeah. You get whooped by your granddaddy like that.
He represent the NO to the fullest.
Yeah, man, because the Charlos, y'all don't want to represent us no more. I ain't gonna never let that go. He looked good last night, man. Worked behind the jab all night. After the third round, he completely took control of the fight for me.
Yeah.
Commentators, y'all guys, that's a joke. But anyway, it's like y'all kept big Zepeda fans last night on commentary. And I like my man came out. Obviously, you're on the West Coast. You're fighting a Mexican fighter. He got booed. But at the end of the fight, he took the life out of that crowd.
Yeah.
That's when you knew he was doing what he had to do.
Yeah.
Big shots by both guys, but end up the 11th round. I think a minute into the 11th round, got him out of there.
Big shots from both guys. I thought he was just a step ahead of Zepeda like the entire night. Mm-hmm. It was like close rounds, but I'm pretty sure Rougarou won that round. It was like round after round was like that. So I stopped scoring it because I was like, it's just a really good boxing match, and I'm glad that I'm not a judge tonight because I can't judge this. I felt like he won a number of rounds, but I felt like Zepeda was just one step behind him. And really one shot away from landing a really big shot as well, you know? So, but I think that Regis showed exactly who he is to the 140-pound division. Mm-hmm. WBC champion now.
Yeah, he lost his belt to Josh Taylor?
Yeah.
Now Josh Taylor vacant the belt?
Yeah.
He got his belt back.
Yeah. 2-time world champion. And I said this a long time ago, and I think now it's proven that he is a problem at 140 for anybody at 140.
And even I'm okay with saying the Josh Taylor rematch. I don't think we see it, but that was a hell of a fight.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a fight. If you go back and watch that was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, but it was close too.
Yes,
it was close.
Yes.
Yeah.
140. Who we get? Maybe I'm always. Teofimo Lopez.
Well, before we do that,
let me calm down.
Yeah, before we do that, that's actually a really good fight.
Thank you. I'll be doing this. It's a really good
fight. No, but don't forget, he hit me up on the way here.
Okay.
So we weren't able to get that interview today. So what we're gonna do is get that interview.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
And I'm queuing it up for you guys right now. Yeah. This is the interview we did post recording. So y'all enjoy the interview with Regis Prograis. All right, y'all. This is the interview we hoped, and now we're about to have with Regis Prograis, Rigoroo, 2-time super lightweight world champion. Congratulations on your win this weekend, man. Big weekend.
Well, thank you, bro.
Just getting in?
Just getting in, bro. Literally, just getting in the house. Like, just turn the lights on. Just getting in for real. From the airport, bro. I flew here. I took my fast car, so I flew here.
Most fighters don't stay over in the city. It's like we fight Saturday, we go home Sunday. You decided
I was thinking of doing that, but I used to live in LA. So LA, one of my favorite cities in the world, bro. So I stayed a little, and all my people, usually I ain't gonna lie, after the fight, yeah, you're right. Like you just want to go home. But all my people, they came from here and they came from New Orleans and stuff like that. So they all stayed out there another day. So I just changed my flight. It was early the next morning, but I just changed my flight. I was like, I'm gonna leave with my people and stuff like that. So I stayed another day.
That's love. Everybody was proud of you, everything you did out there, right?
Oh yeah. Of course, all my people, like I said, all my people, it ain't nothing new, bro. We all always be together and stuff like that. Like I said, I used to live out there. So, I got a lot of people out there in LA too, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get into the fight real quick, because there was something I felt was very, very interesting about the fight. I've watched you fight a number of times. You look very, very comfortable whenever you fight. But with this fight specifically, you look very comfortable and very confident. Like the way y'all game plan for this fight and training for this fight, am I right? Am I wrong? But did everything go like according to plan?
Well, I just was happy, bro. The happy fight is the best fighter. You should know that, right? The happy fight is always the best fighter, right? So I was just like happy. I wasn't nervous. And I was telling leading up to the fight, bro, I was telling my coach, I was like, I'm kind of nervous about this fight because I'm not nervous, right? Like as a fighter, you have to be a little nervous. And I told my coach, I was like, bro, I'm not nervous at all about this fight. And I'm nervous because I'm not nervous, right? Like something's going on. But and this fight, if you saw the walkout, I didn't wear my mask. I actually lost the mask. So I didn't wear a mask,
heard that.
Stuff like that. Yeah. And I was happy, bro. Like when I walked out, I actually started smiling. Like I saw the people was booing and stuff, and I like, because it was his crowd, Mexicans and stuff, so they was booing, and I was started smiling and stuff like that. Like I was just happy, bro. I just was comfortable, real comfortable. I think this was one of the most comfortable times I was in the ring. Like being in that fight, I was just so comfortable, bro. It just felt like I belonged there. I just loved it. I felt the energy of the crowd. Everything just felt smooth. Everything felt like it was supposed to be there.
And, being from the South, Regis, like we go somewhere, being uncomfortable make us comfortable. We can adjust. People from the South, we raised different, we built different. I know you was shooting a gun before 10 because I was. But that's how it goes out there. But you can see, like you said, they booed you, but at the end of the night, you could see it. Everybody, all that noise started to go down.
Right, everybody. It was all after that, bro. It was all respect. My people almost had a bunch of fights out there because it was most Mexicans is all my people out there. That was my people from the north. They were real rowdy. You know what I'm saying? They don't care what they say and stuff like that. So it was. They was getting into it and stuff, but at the end of the day, bro, the Mexican fans are some of the best fans in the world because they respect boxing. So, of course, they wanted him to win. That was his people, that's his fans. But at the end of the day, they respect boxing. So I'm just glad that most of those fans, they're gonna be my fans now. So that's kind of all I.
Yeah, I don't know if there's another sport in this world that fans are against you, and then before the end of this event, they're with you. I think boxing is really just the only sport where fans are real. They know what they want to see. And when they get it, if it's not coming from who they want to get it from, they tip their hat to the guy that is coming from, and they show respect, So and especially doing it out there in LA. Like, what was that LA atmosphere like being out there? What they call it, the war grounds.
The war grounds, yeah, bro. I'm just so glad that I got to, perform out there. It was, like I said, at first when I came out, I heard the cheers, and then I heard the boos. I heard a lot of boos and stuff, but it was kind of both of them. Like when I walked through the tunnel, it was both of them. It was cheers and boos, because of course the LA fans, they like boxing. They know, and they know they like good fighters, so obviously they like me and stuff like that. But still they was going for my opponent because he is a Mexican. He's a good fighter. He was a killer, and he's a Mexican at the same time. So they was definitely going for him too. But so it was kind of back and forth, like the cheers and the boos. But of course, it was more boos.
Hey, real quick, I know that you are you're 33. When did you start boxing?
When I was like 16, 17. I started late, bro. So yeah,
I know you say you started late, but like, do you really believe that you started boxing late?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at
I started when I was 8.
So that's late, then, right? That's late. You started when you was 8. I had a late start, right? Most of the people I came up with, they were like the twins and all that. Like, I mean, so you came out in the amateurs a little before me. You was like the class. I was 2012. You was 2008, right? The Olympic team, right? So, I remember you was like. So, if I'm not mistaken, I was with like Danny and Danny Jacobs. Oh, that was your class.
That was my class.
Danny was your class, right? So like, but I came up with like Highland Williams and Rasheed. You was Rasheed Warren and the Jalolov twins. So all those dudes, they started when they was like 8 years old, 8 years old. So for me, I had a late start, 16, 17. So I really kind of started when I was 16 in New Orleans, but then it was only a few months and then Hurricane Katrina hit. And then I moved to Texas. And then I was, by that time I was 17. That's when I really, really started.
It's a big jump then between 16 and 33, 2-time world champion. There's this big jump that you had to make in terms of being able to compete and being able to dominate the way that I've seen you dominate quite a few times now. What do you credit that to?
Oh man, just being consistent, bro. So like I said, like I'll bring that back up. You came up around the same class, like the twins and stuff like that. Omar Henry, twins, Highland Williams, and in our gym, we was in Savannah's gym, and me, Maul, Mel, the twins, we wasn't looked at as the people that would make it. They had people, like I said, they had a bunch of dudes out there. Omar Henry, Highland Williams, all those guys, they was the top dogs in the gym, and we just came through, like, because it was just consistent. We stayed consistent, and it's a lot of guys. They just they kind of just fell off. It's in boxing. It's a big turnover rate. Like dudes might think they want to do it, and they might do it for a few years, and then it start getting hard. Once you start getting, a lot of dudes start doing it to like when they get like 10 fights, and then in 10 fights in, that's when it start. You start stepping up a little bit. Then you go 15 fights, and then you go 20 fights in. That's when that competition starts stepping up. And you have to really be consistent with it. And so for me, same thing. Like I was just consistent. Like I want to keep getting better. And I feel like I always work harder than everybody else because I had that disadvantage of being a late bloomer. Basically, I had to do that. So that's kind of why for me, I just always did more. Like even when I was in the amateurs and stuff like that, I would train harder than people. I would train at the gym, and then I would go home and watch film. I would go home and do some stuff too. Like even if it was just like put 100 push-ups a night just on my knuckles just to make my hands stronger, or punching walls to make my hands stronger. Like I would always do something every day outside of the gym to make me better, and that's why I feel like I'm here where I'm at right now.
That whole long answer, I just thought you was gonna say, I wrestle with alligators, and that's what I did to get where I'm at now.
Can you tell him we don't wrestle with no damn alligators? Just because we play with you see us mess with alligators, we're not wrestling with alligators.
You said no. He said he was one day. I had talked to you.
I said I was messing with him. I said I was my bad. I said I was wrestling with him. Everybody get that misconception, bro. Everybody think like, man, you be wrestling with him. Like, bro, I never wrestled with alligator, bro.
I told you.
I'll grab their tails and shit, but I'm not like actually wrestle with them. I ain't doing that.
And listen, it must be the Southern thing because you said messing with him, and I just knew you said wrestling with him.
Yeah. Maybe it sounds like that. Yeah, I'll be messing with him. I'm gonna send you the video after this. I'm gonna say what I be doing with him, but I ain't wrestling with him though.
Yeah, definitely send me something. We'll put it up on the show. But hey, a couple more things, then we'll let you go. I know you tired and all that good stuff. At 16 years old, was your goal to be right here, right now?
Bro, I surpassed my goal, honestly. Listen, when I was 16, I just wanted to be known as being a fighter from New Orleans, because they had. So when I was younger, like coming up in the street and stuff like New Orleans, they had a dude. They called him Champ. He was like, they say he was a boxer from New Orleans. I was like, I want to be like him. They called him Champ. Guess what? when I got older, I found out he never was a real boxer. They just called him that. They just called him. He was like a big stocky dude. They just called him champ, and he was like around. He was like around my neighborhood and stuff like that. So I wanted to be like champ when I was younger. Yeah. And but to coming up, he wasn't even he not even a real boxer at all. He never even had a real boxer. He was like one of the dudes that got in the gloves in the street stuff. Like he never was a real fighter. And now, bro, like I surpassed by far. Like I'm after Saturday night, bro. I made history. I'm the only 2-time world champion from New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Like literally the only one 2-time world champion, bro. Like from New Orleans. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, I made history. Like at first I was the only champion from New Orleans. It was Willie Pastrana, and I think that was 1963. Willie Pastrana or something like that, 68, 63 or something, because Willie Pastrana, he trained with Angelo Dundee and Muhammad Ali out in Miami and Miami Beach and stuff, that gym over there. And he was from New Orleans. And then after that, I was the first champion from New Orleans since him. Now I think I'm the only 2-time in the history of the city. Yeah. You know, so I would never even, bro, I never even thought of this.
Love it. Go ahead, Ant. You got one more?
Yeah, I seen I seen Shawn in his past losses get better from losses. How much better? How did that Taylor loss, classic fight, one of the best fights in history? But how did that fight make you a better boxer, better man?
I needed it, bro. I needed it. It made me way hungrier. Listen, before, I tell everybody, it's like when I was a champion before 3 years ago, I didn't even it came easy to me. I'm not gonna lie, and I wasn't even living like a champion. Like it was just so easy to me, and so I didn't even care about it. Like I always was. For me, I always in the gym. I always work hard, no matter what. When I'm training, I always work hard, right? But for me, my outside life wasn't like it is in training camp. It wasn't like it is now. Like now, when I'm in training camp, bro, my day is focused. My whole day is just focused on boxing. Like literally, I wake up in the morning, I go train, I come home, I'll eat, I take a nap, then I wake up after that, mess with my kids a little bit, and that's like my personal wins. And then after that, at nighttime, I have to train again, you know? So literally in training camp, bro, I train for about 2-3 months. That's a training camp for me. And the training camps are so hard that I need like small personal wins every day. And a personal win for me might be like just me and my wife watching a Netflix, you know, something on TV or something like that, bringing my daughter to gymnastics class, you know, going to the movies or something like that, you know, little small things. That'll be like a personal win, that something, you know, or playing a video game like this camp. I was on the Xbox. I was playing a game. You know, that's kind of what I was doing. I would play the game and stuff like that. So in training camp, my training camps are so hard. I just need like small personal wins. But you know, to like I said, bro, to the win, the loss to Josh Taylor. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's a loss on my record, but I still feel like I won the fight. Honestly, I still feel like, you know, if it was here in the States, I definitely feel like I would have won that fight. But it made me way better. It made me like, all right, this ain't gonna happen again, you know. And one of my favorite fighters of all time is Marvin Hagler, and that's somebody I think, you know, I want to be like. And as far as I think I want to be like him, but as far as, you know, he stayed at one weight his whole career. He dominated, and you know, like he took some losses early, and then after that, he was like, oh, this ain't happening no more. He knocked everybody out, you know, and that's somebody I kind of look up to because he had like Spartan-like training. He just grinded. He said it was like jail, you know, and that's kind of my mindset for my training camp now.
And you got anything else?
Yeah, hey, I just want to know, man, when we gonna bring some boxing back to Louisiana? The last big boxing fight was.
Listen, I'm the champion, bro. I'm the king of the 140 right now. I'm literally the king of 140 right now. So whatever I say, go. So if I say bring it back to New Orleans, that's what's gonna happen. So I hope y'all come out. And the next, most likely, it's looking like it already. We already set this. We already trying to get some things in place. The next fight probably gonna be out in New Orleans, and we gonna light the city up, bro.
The last big one was Leon Spinks, Muhammad Ali in 1978.
Right? No. They had Sugar Ray. Don't forget Sugar Ray Leonard. And Roberto Duran.
The
second one.
You had an interview. You had an interview with Roberto. Yep. Yeah.
The second one. Yeah, the second one. That was in the Superdome. You know, so we trying to do those Superdome numbers. And listen, those fighters wasn't from New Orleans. They great fighters, but they not from there. Me, I'm from there. My family lived there. All my friends, they all lived there. I know, like, I walk those streets. I still walk those streets. So listen, like, this next fight is gonna be out there, and it's like we gonna do some old school promoting. Like they used to do in the old school when people used to spar outside in the French quarters. We gonna do that type of stuff. Have the city lit, bro.
Hey, me and Sean pulling up, and I'm taking Sean to Billy's.
You got to. You got to.
100%.
Yeah, you got to. Y'all got to come, bro. It's only right.
Yeah, we coming.
I ain't been down there since National Junior Olympics, man. It's been a minute since I've been down there.
Oh, yeah, you got to have some fun. See, you was out there when it was work time. Now, guess what? We going to have some fun. Just let me know what you like, bro. I'll get whatever you like out there.
I dig it. Hey, one more thing before I let you go. I will watch the fight, watch the post-fight press conference, or the post-fight conference in the ring. You said everybody got to say my name now. I ain't saying no names. Everybody got to say my name now because I'm the guy. And you super, super proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, but I got to know, who do you hope says your name?
Man, all right. It's I gotta say, listen, the only one person that I want to get back is Josh Hill.
Okay.
That's it. But the thing about it, I think he's banned from the US. So you know, he might be banned from here, so I don't know how that'll go. But you know, the only person that I can say is definitely Josh Taylor. But right now, I'm not saying nobody's name except him because that's the only person that I wanna. That's the only address I have on my record. So that's the only thing I want to erase. Is him. But after that, bro, everybody, it's so much smoke at 140 to like it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna have a good 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026 until I'm ready. So it's gonna be up.
I had you as my dark horse over there at 140. I just felt like you was the Lone Ranger, the one that nobody really knew could do the things that you could do. I think you really showed it against Jose Zepeda. I thought he did very well against you, and I just thought that you were a full step ahead of him, and you know, you just held it down for the NO, you held it down for Ant, and you held it down for yourself and your family, man. So congratulations, enjoy your win,
Thanks,
man.
bro.
Rest up, and we'll catch you later, all right?
All right, bro. I'll holler at you. I'm gonna send you the video too.
Yeah, shoot me some.
Bless,
all
man.
right,
Stay blessed.
Boom. Yeah. It was a Louisiana own.
Yeah.
Swamp fishing, Louisiana living.
Hit me up today. He told me, he said he's at the beach.
Ain't no beach in Louisiana.
I was gonna ask you.
No, he's staying in LA a little longer. That's what he's doing.
Okay. That is?
I mean, there's some beaches.
So you know,
hey man,
exactly
do not go on vacation to the beach in Louisiana. I'm just warning y'all right now. You've been warned. It's on the Gulf.
What's at the beach?
Hey man, don't go. They been chill out, bro. Like, don't go to Louisiana.
What's at the beach in Louisiana?
Hey man, nothing, man.
Nothing?
You got some big women down there. Big beautiful women. Okay, that's what we got. Big beautiful women at the beach.
Shout out to the women that fought last night too. Bermudez and Valle. That was a really good boxing match. I mean, back and forth. They was throwing some bombs the entire night. I think that was a 10-round fight, if I'm not mistaken. And both those women did a really good job last night as well. So,
all right, yeah. Hey, man,
he got really. Come on, let's finish the show.
All right, man. And then next week's exciting, Sean. You know what's going on next week?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be there.
You going to Tyson Fury?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Chocolatito.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Tyson Fury. He's fighting Chisora. Let me double check that.
Yeah, double check that.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury fight next week?
Yep. Hey, man, don't me. It's on schedule. Tyson Fury's fighting December the 3rd next week, okay? Yeah. Why y'all disrespecting me, man? Yeah, there's no promotion over here. Obviously, we'll see nothing about the fight.
Yeah, nothing.
But yes, for the Leonard title and the WBC, I mean, I think Tyson Fury does and get him out of there. It's too big, too skilled. That guy's on this level. I don't even know how he's in this fight.
Chisora's not on his level
at all.
Yeah. He should be, you know, obviously if Tyson Fury comes in as the Tyson Fury that we know, he should be 1.5, if not 2 steps ahead of Chisora the entire night. Chisora, I don't think he can move his feet and punch enough to apply the kind of aggression that he likes to apply on fighters to get them out of there. That big, a lot like with Whyte, Dillian Whyte, he throws the big overhand rights and the big left hooks. I see them being too slow.
He's the guy that throws them left and right? Just throws them. Okay, yeah.
I see them being too slow. Yeah. And I see Tyson Fury just kind of outboxing them, leaning on the ropes and kind of, you know, playing around doing what he does. I don't know if this is is this a stay busy fight or what? You know what I mean? Maybe is this because he didn't want to get stripped? I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
What where the silver lining is.
Sometimes you got to handle your mandatories. Maybe that's what he's doing.
Okay. Well, that lineal is on the line.
Yeah.
That lineal was on the line.
All it takes is one clean shot.
Come on now.
Then that messes up the whole heavyweight division.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Rematch him and get him right back.
I don't think that happens, but I think again it's another fight over there for the English fans, and obviously I will be tuning in as well because that's what you guys want me to do, right? Want me to tune in? Yeah, that's my single. You guys want me to tune in?
All right. And then what's the fight? The fight you supposed to go to?
Chocolatito.
Yeah, y'all was setting it up. What happened? Fell apart?
Shout out to Carson.
He all right?
Man, he all right. He gonna be all right. Carson, you gonna be all right. Let's can we cue this little face I have of Carson? There it is.
Oh,
you don't see it over here, but you see it over there.
Above my head.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Above my head.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
No, it's not. Shout out to
Where'd you get that from?
Shout out to our guy. He's sick right now. He's sicking out. Sick and
that's how his cheeks look right
shut
now. In. Shout out came over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Left Thanksgiving were more than some leftovers. I don't know what happened. So far, everybody on my end's healthy.
So my man's sick. I just wanted to shout out Carson, make sure he knew that we was thinking about him. And I saw this the other day, and as soon as I seen it, I thought about him. So I took a picture of it and I put it in our group chat. And I said, "Yo, who did this look like?" It looks like Carson.
I don't think they ever seen him with the man bun.
Yeah, y'all seen him at the man bun.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll make sense. Just let it
marinate.
The main thing is that Carson's watching it and you're seeing it. And Carson's sick, so we won't be making it to Chocolatito, to the Chocolatito fight. I was thinking about going myself, but I'm pretty sure I won't do that. This is the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And Carson will argue that Chocolatito won both fights, and I'm sure he's gonna argue that he's gonna win his third one. I see it's a back and forth battle between these two guys. Every time they fight, every round's close, and it's because the styles make fights. These guys have the exact same style. Both of them are nonstop aggression, come forward type fighters, and so I think that's exactly what this fight's gonna look like. And I think it will be entertaining. The last time we went and saw Chocolatito in San Diego, he fought phenomenally. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what he needs. That last something to get him, just over the hump and get him this trilogy win. I'm sure Carson will be watching in his bed, eating some soup or something like that.
Nah, we're gonna be at my house. He's gonna be back by then, baby.
He'll be back?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it at my house. We're gonna live it up.
All right. I'll be over.
All right, come on. Come pull through.
All right. I'll be over.
Pull through, Carson. If not, we got extra heart for you.
So it sounds like 2 fights on DAZN next week. 2
fights on DAZN. Both of these on DAZN, most likely. Mm-hmm. DAZN gets down. Because you gotta think it's over in
boom and boom.
Yeah, so
let's move forward real quick. Let's finish this episode. I got things to do.
Okay.
To get some answers for question of the week.
Yep, I got some answers for question of the week.
Question of the week was
if your top 3 comedians of all time, if you could pick 3, who would it be?
What are your 3?
Top 3 of all time. Dave Chappelle.
It's top 3 or top 3 all time?
I'm going top 3 all time. Yeah, just to make it difficult on you too. Top 3 of all time. Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps. I'm going, shout out to Kevin, but I can't put you in there, man. Eddie Murphy.
That's your all time?
All time.
Was that the question?
Yes.
I thought it was if you could see if a fighter could be a comedian.
Yeah, that's the other side.
That's the other. It was a double question by this. I had to go back.
Like 4 questions.
Yeah, it was my. I asked. Yeah. I was 2 and he was 3.
He must have seen that.
Yeah, he watched the episode.
He wanted people to comment, want to hear more from him.
I see what you did right there. Yeah. All right.
My top 3 all time. Mr. Cosby.
No.
I have to.
No. Because every time I try to say I'm listening to R. Kelly, you say I can't listen to him.
That's never.
That's what you said. So, anyways, go back to
Eddie Murphy.
Right. Okay, we got the same. We're on the same page.
I got Chappelle in there as my 3. Those are my top 3.
I put Chappelle in mine, right?
Yeah, you put Chappelle in yours.
Okay.
I got honorable mentions here.
You always want to do this
because comedy is my thing. and I want people to know like I actually like I dug in for this one. George Carlin, familiar?
Yeah,
George Carlin. Yeah. I think that Dave Chappelle is the what would you call him? He's this generation's George Carlin.
Okay.
I think they have the exact same style, and the way they do their thing was like it was hard to take George Carlin out and put Dave in, but I think Dave has been able to kind of transcend comedy a little more, and obviously with the times that we're in now, he has the opportunities to do that. Also, Kevin Hart. I think that Kevin Hart is just, some guys are just wake up and go to sleep funny. Naturally just gifted and hilarious. You have a gift, you just funny like that all the time. You know what I mean? You funny all the time. And I think Kevin Hart is just one of those guys that's very, very funny. I don't think he's done quite enough yet to, even though he's done some amazing things, I just think that he hasn't left that impression on me that Murphy has, that Martin Lawrence has. I have Martin on the list. Bill Burr. Familiar with Bill Burr, right?
Yeah, but you are naming, now you started naming people he's friends with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I see what you're doing there.
Couple shout outs.
Name people he's friends with. Dave Chappelle's, he's a real, why, you're a good friend of Dave Chappelle. Why Dave Chappelle hasn't been on our show yet?
Oh, great question.
That's a great question.
It's not time.
Yeah, all right, cool.
We'll get him.
All right, now let's go to some fans. TJ. My man TJ got his top list of comedians of all time. Dave Chappelle. And I forgot about this one. Bernie Mac.
I ain't forget about Mac.
Oh, you didn't?
Mac's amazing. I just felt like Mac wasn't able, he didn't get enough time.
Also, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
And he said, also, I think that Mike Tyson will be a good stand-up guy.
Yeah. Okay, now who's your fighter? Who would be?
Fighter, the Hadrian Broner. It's just easy for my man.
I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing.
Hey, Hadrian get up there and start talking that talk.
I thought, and I also have, and probably because I was just with them as well, but Riddick Bowe, I think Riddick would be a great stand-up comedian as well. Super, super funny dude, and Bowe dude, he has jokes. Like that's his thing. He does jokes all day, every day.
Very witty.
So, yeah, super, super witty.
All right, my guy Cyrus Cooper, top 3 comedians: Chappelle, Eddie Griffin, okay,
nice,
and Bernie Mac.
Nice.
I would love to see Broner do stand up. That guy's hilarious.
That's funny. There you go.
Yeah. All right. And my man Ryan got a whole list of stuff. First off, I want to say Ant. I ain't that thirsty like that Ant. Talking about last week, I said him and Kerry Washington, somebody he wanted to be on the island.
Okay.
So he started wilding.
Okay.
So he said, "Let me live. I love the show." Okay. So John's question: my favorite comedians are Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, and Teddy Ray. Teddy Ray, he didn't blow up that big, Sean, yet. You may not know him. You ever seen the meme? Look at that girl with all that ass over there with all that chick. That's him.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
Teddy Ray.
okay.
Teddy Ray is very funny. Passed away maybe a month ago.
Okay.
But he never got it. Yeah, he didn't get to the where he needed to be. But if you YouTube and stand up, he was working his way up.
Yeah. You ever seen Teddy Carpenter?
No, I probably have to look him up.
Check out Teddy Carpenter on Def Jam. Amazing.
Okay, I'll check that out. If I could see any boxer do stand up, it would be Mike Tyson.
Nice.
And then he answered my questions. At Thanksgiving, the mashed potatoes, mac and cheese need to be right. My mom also makes red velvet cake each year, so I need that. And he said he's sorry about my car situation. Hey man, we good, baby. But
that it?
Yeah, that was it. Shout out to the fans, always replying. If you reply, we will answer.
We will do the best we can to answer.
Yeah, and shout out to y'all. Y'all I got a lot of hell for riding with my guy Ryan. People wasn't feeling that. I mean, I still got Tank, but I mean, Ryan's my guy.
You got to.
Yeah.
I am not mad at you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not mad at you. Some fights they're 50-50.
And next week, guys, just give you a preview of next week's show. 50-50 chance we might have Terrence Crawford on, previewing his next fight on Black Prime.
Be okay.
It'll be okay, Prime. Mm-hmm. I just put you on the spot. I'm not gonna hit him
up. Is that what that is?
Yeah, you gonna hit him up. I'm not gonna hit him up. But I'm just saying, if he want to come promote his fight,
yeah, sure.
He has a platform.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I just feel like it was perfect time.
I guess I'll call him then.
And shout out to him. Tell him Ant requested it.
All right. Motivational message this week.
Go ahead, get you one.
He said, go ahead and get you one. I was walking in. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. I was walking into the sauna after my workout, and I mean, the door was inches open. Guy sitting down right there by the door has his hands out to shake my hand, and he's got this big grin on his face. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, like, let me get in the room first. So I dap him up and I go sit down. And then what I like to do, because I like just to do my own thing, I keep my headphones in. You know the headphones in, probably can't hear you, right? So he looks over to try to say something to me, and I'm like, huh? What would you say? So I did that to him or whatever. He gets up to leave, and he comes back over, and he comes to dap me. I said, man, I done already dapped you twice. Like, why you come back over here? And he starts to talk. So I mute my headphones. He said, man, listen. He said, I've been having a terrible holiday. But seeing you right now just lifted my spirits so high you don't even know. Both headphones come out. Because now it's like your purpose. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like I go very quickly from just wanting to do my own thing and be in my own space. And it's like somebody has told me multiple times, you never know what somebody else is going through. And we already know all that.
What that moment means to them.
I had no clue what dude was going through. But I took my headphones out. And he's a big fan of the podcast. So shout out to you, sir. Hope to see you again in the sauna or at the gym. Like I said, I want better news the next time I see you. That's what I told him. But I didn't know what he was going through. I said, man, listen, I don't know what you're going through, but what I'm going to tell you is you can't quit. I said, God gives us a day so that we don't quit. I said, every day you got decisions. You can either sit in what's going on, or you can fight through it. But the one thing you can't do is quit. I said, because God gave you another day. I said, so from this point forward, just know that whatever you're going through, I already know that it's hard, easier said than done. But the number one thing you can't do is quit. And whatever y'all going through in life, I know it's hard. Sometimes it's good, and you don't want it to stop. Whatever the case may be, call whoever you need to call. Apologize to whoever you need to apologize to. Go see whoever you need to see. But the number one thing you can do is quit. Number one, you can't quit on yourself. Number two, you can't quit on the people that depend on you. And the number one thing I mean by quitting is taking yourself out. A lot of people get there where they just can't deal with it and they want to take themselves out. God gave you this day, not so that you can take yourself out, not so that you can quit, but so that you can live on, so that you can fight through whatever it is you're fighting through, so you could take all of those adversities and those trials and make them blessings, and keep the faith through everything that you're going through. So it ain't easy, but you can't quit. You got anything?
And God put you here for a purpose. You have a purpose. I mean, I don't know where you at in your life, Shawn, but I remember thinking 10 years ago, I was in a tough spot. I'm like, the life I got now, I prayed for 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I was at the bottom of the bottom, but just stay focused, stay pushing, and stuff like that. Like, don't quit. Like Shawn said, don't ever give up. Because you're here for a purpose, and you mean so much to so many people. So
that's right. Can't quit.
Live your purpose.
Living your purpose. This has been the PorterWay.